All right, folks. I'm gonna do a quick walk around here of my 29 Model A. Complete custom built, obviously. One of the coolest hot rods you'll ever see. I am a private collector, I am a builder, and a licensed dealer. Kind of all wrapped into one, and when I get tired or finished with a vehicle, I put it up on eBay and send it down the road to another happy owner. So I've decided to put this up for sale. It is a sweet ride, and it is not some low-end rat rod. This is a high-end, high-quality, high-cost build. Every part on this was well thought out, and it drives like it shows. It's wonderful. A lot of them are all rusted out, not put together well, kind of just tossed together, which is cool in their own way. But this one is not the case. Talk a little bit about the car. It's an all-steel, original 29 Model A sedan. It was chopped 5.5 inches, channeled 4.5 inches. There's little to no filler on it. I'm not gonna say no, but there's little filler on it. There's some on the corners. There's no more of an eighth an inch of filler around the whole car anywhere. Everything was replaced with solid steel. All the floorboards are obviously new. The entire inside has been covered with sound and heat dampening lizard skin. It's a fresh blueprint 383 stroker engine. It dynoed at 405 horsepower and 430 foot-pounds of torque. Probably doesn't weigh more than 1,800, 2,000 pounds at the most. So it is an absolute rocket if you want it to be. It's easy to drive around town. It drives straight as an arrow, stops on a dime, handles great. But if you want to get moving, this this thing will go. That is for sure. Have the cheater slicks on the back, custom upholstery. I'll get up top here. SoCal Speed Shop gauges. Everything works exactly like it should. Fuel tank would have originally been right on the cowl here. It's obviously been moved to the back. You don't want a big fuel tank right under your legs when you're driving. Pete and Jake's complete front end. Obviously a drop axle. Has a complete custom made chassis. It's been Z'd front and back. 6 inches in the front, 12 inches in the back. Kicked up 12 inches in the back. Trying to think. 700 R4 automatic transmission, built by Monster. That way, you know, you have your 4-speed. You can go down the highway. Turbo 350s and 400s are nice transmissions, but they're not highway transmissions. This you can take on the freeway, 70, 80. If you want to go faster, you can, but I've cruised at 80 miles an hour in this, no problem. And that's the beauty of the 700 R4. Has the pop-out front windshield. Ford 9-inch Dutchman axles, 373 gears, Detroit True Track, 15-inch Steelies, Firestone white wall tires. Like I said, they are gonna hook up if you want them to. Excuse me if I repeat myself on anything. I'm just trying to make a kind of a good walk around video. It is eBay. There's a lot of horror stories out there on people who buy cars just based off a couple photos. I take as many photos as I can of the outside, the inside, the undercarriage, and a walk around video. That way you kind of know exactly what you're getting. You can look at my feedback. I have excellent feedback. Aluminum radiator, 750 CFM carb. MSD, electronic ignition. Headers are custom with the cutouts on them. So basically, the exhaust is all run underneath with some glass packs. Basically, they come out just past the door frame. I'll do it with my finger right about here. So that's what it runs when you drive it around. If you want to open up the exhaust to more of a straight pipe sound, you've got a couple wing nuts to take off, the cap comes off, and you've got straight headers. If you're going to be driving it a lot, I'd recommend keeping that on. If you want to go to a show or just make some noise, take them off. Got your polished overflow there. Go inside here for a second. I was thinking about doing a roof on it, but just never got around to it, and really it's a sunny day car. There's no glass in the vehicle other than the front windshield. So, I mean, it's not going in the rain anyways. Let's see here. So you have all your SoCal gauges. Everything works like it should, except for the fuel gauge. The gauge is good, but the spun aluminum fuel cell, there is no receptacle for a sending unit. So if you wanted to have the fuel gauge work, you'd have to either buy a different fuel cell with the provision for a sending unit, or you'd have to modify this one. So I just know how much gas I have in the car. It's just one of those things. A Genie shifter, which if you're familiar with them, they're gated, so you have to move it to the side to go down through your gears. Kind of a safety feature, so you don't pop. It doesn't pop in and out of gear. It does have a nice stereo system. It has two 8x12 speakers right here. You can't really see. You can kind of see the oval right here. Two 8x12s. The amp is behind this door panel here, and it is powered by basically just a stereo via an aux cord. So you don't have a big old faceplate or anything. You have this aux cord, so you can play music, you know, through your phone, and it works great. Excellent sound system. I'd play it for you, but my phone is being used to take the video. Trying to think of anything else you'd really want to know here. These are your lights over here. So all your gauges are nicely backlit. Headlights work. Turn signals work. Everything works like it should. Your ignition is under here. It's all brand new wiring. Everything in the vehicle is pretty much brand new. You have your modern fuse block down there. I don't know if you can see it. So here's the key. You just turn the key right there. So now you're in the on position. And to start it, you just give it a couple pumps of the gas, and this is just a one pull out, and then you pull out to hold the starter. like I said, it sounds excellent. Turn the ignition off. Just pop that button right in and it turns right off. Now it's a pretty low car, but it's not too low. You're not going to rub on anything or any speed bumps or anything like that. I'm 5'10", so I fit in the car pretty well. If I'd say you're 6'3" or 6'4", you'd probably want to move the seat back. I would recommend it. It sits nice right now. I'll see if I can get in it and give some perspective here. So this is how I sit in it. Pretty comfortably. You have to, obviously, 2 feet to control the pedals. You could do it 1. But like I said, if you're taller than 6'2", you're going to want to scoot the seat back. It won't be an issue, you just have to scoot it back. There's plenty of room to lean back and drive it nice and comfortably. It's a Speedway steering box, steers very easily, stops very easily, turns nicely. It's extremely tight. This is just a well-built Model A. Hard pressed to find a nicer one out there. Door takes sometimes a good close. So there you go. I'm sure I missed a few things on the walk around here. I'll list all the parts that I can think of on the ad itself. More than likely the auction will be ended early. I always say, give me a call, let's talk about the car, figure out a price. I'll take a deposit, delete the eBay ad, and sell it to whoever calls me and makes a deal. It could go the length of the auction. I do have cars go the full length of the auction, but more times than not, someone calls me and we work out a deal prior to the auction ending. So if this is something you're interested in, give me a call, because it will probably be sold within a few days. I can't imagine it would take much longer than a few days to sell it. Like I said, it's extremely high quality. I have excellent feedback. I have multiple shipping accounts, so I can get this shipped right to your front door. I've shipped probably a few hundred vehicles before, and all over the world. Sent them to the Middle East, Australia, the UK, Russia, New Zealand, Canada, Mexico, South America. People like cool stuff, and they're willing to ship it wherever, but if you're here in the United States, it's very easy for me to get this shipped right to your front door. And I can go ahead and give you a quote if that's something you're interested in. Just give me your zip code. I'll tell you what I can get it there for. I will only ship this enclosed transport. Don't even ask me for open transport. We'll only go enclosed. Entire frame's powder coated black. So yeah, there you go. My number is 503-476-5210. Shoot me a call, shoot me an eBay message, ask me any questions that you might have. Oh, a couple little things that I wanted to show you before we end everything. Here is all the paint that was used on the vehicle. It's all from TCP Global. It's a urethane, and it is a base clear coat. Now you're saying, well, it's not very shiny, it's not a clear coat. Well, it's a satin clear. So a base coat was laid, and then a satin clear coat on top of it. It's called Gold Mist Metallic. It's a metallic paint job, and it looks phenomenal in the sun. It switches colors between silver and kind of a, like I guess what it says, gold mist. A gold mist. It's sweet color, killer. But it is a base clear. Let's see here. Where's the dyno sheet? Here's all the receipts. Every receipt for the car. Every single piece. Folders of receipts on the whole car. Here's the blueprint dyno sheet. Just want to So 437 foot-pounds of torque, 405 horsepower. It's not for some child to drive. An experienced driver would be preferred, but it's an easy one to drive. It just takes some responsibility. I have the paperwork for the chassis. Every part on this car is cataloged and documented, so that'll obviously come with the vehicle. I think that's it. Like I said, shoot me a call, shoot me an eBay message, see if we can get something worked out. And there you go.